If you don't live in the United States, and especially if you don't have someone to clear customs for you, then I highly suggest that you use third-party FBA inspection services. Now, because Amazon FBA business is becoming more popular, there are now more and more FBA inspection companies. However, I still highly recommend FBAinspection.com, simply because I use them and I never had any problems with them. Now, as you guessed, they charge per unit fees for inspecting and preparing your products for Amazon FBA. So now first, let's cover who shouldn't use FBA inspection services. Because in some cases, it's much cheaper and cost-effective to not use these services, and that way you can decrease cost of goods and increase your profit margins. So first, if you're sourcing your products in the United States, then basically you don't need anyone, including these FBA inspection services, because you won't have to clear customs and the inventory is already in the United States. Also, if you can arrange with your US supplier to pack and label your products for Amazon FBA, which most private label suppliers will do, then you can save up to $1 or even more on cost of goods. Because then you won't have to pay for inspection services, importing fees, and taxes. And also you won't have to pay for double shipping from supplier to inspection service, and then from inspection service to Amazon FBA warehouses. But keep in mind that if you're doing huge sales volumes, it's better to not send your inventory directly from supplier to Amazon FBA. Now, this is simply because you don't want a supplier to see how large sales volumes you're doing from just one distribution channel. Next situation is that if you already have established a relationship with Chinese supplier and trust your source in terms of product quality, and also if you have a company in the United States, then there is no need to use FBA inspection. Simply because if you trust your supplier, then there is no need for inspecting product quality. But in my opinion, you should always check product quality no matter what, because you don't want to end up with 1,000 units in Amazon warehouses that are defective. And also, if you have a company in the United States, then you can arrange with your DHL, FedEx, or any freight forwarder to clear customs on your behalf. In Incoterms language, this is called DDP, Delivery Duty Paid, which means that the shipping agent will simply deliver your products with customs cleared, which then means that you can ship your products directly to Amazon warehouses. Now let's cover who needs to use third-party inspection services. So basically, anyone who imports products into the United States without having a company or anyone in the United States to check product quality and clear customs for you. And also, inspection service is highly recommended for anyone who orders for the first time from a new supplier. This means for anyone who doesn't have presence or opportunity to check product quality before sending it to Amazon FBA. So if you're working with a supplier for the first time, then always have someone to check your product quality before sending it to Amazon FBA. If you don't have anyone in the United States, then I highly suggest that you use third-party inspection services. Now, as I said previously, the company that I highly recommend is called FBAinspection.com. You can check out the link in the resource tab of this lecture. Now let me cover what kind of services they provide and what you can expect from them. So like I said, they can clear customs on your behalf, which means that for a small fee of around $50, they can arrange customs clearance of your inventory. This means that they will pay customs for you in order to clear customs of your inventory, and then once you send them the money for customs fees, taxes, and for service because they paid for customs on your behalf, then they will release your inventory and send it to Amazon FBA. But because there are different types of shipping, please see the link in the resource tab of this lecture to learn what is the exact procedure with FBA inspection on how to arrange custom clearance for different types of shipping. Now, they can clear customs even if you don't have a company in the United States, but in this case, you will have to use Air Express shipping, which can be up to $2,500 per shipment value. Now, for air cargo, sea cargo, and basically any formal importing, you will need to have IN number, a company in the United States, power of attorney, and customs broker. Next, they can do any kind of preparation service for Amazon FBA. Literally anything that is needed for Amazon FBA, including repackaging, labeling, putting in certain boxes, wrapping your product. You just basically need to ask them, and I'm sure that they can do anything in terms of preparing your products for Amazon FBA. Also, for example, if several product boxes are destroyed during shipping and products are in good condition, they have an option to set the products aside and then wait for a next shipment where you can send them extra boxes to replace the previously destroyed boxes. On the other hand, if you don't need any preparation services, then you can just request forwarding only. So basically they can receive your products, clear customs, and just forward your products to Amazon FBA. Okay, so now let me cover how the whole process works. So first, you need to head over to their website and create an account. You can see the link in the header part. Simply fill out the form and your account should be created within a few days. Now, once your account is created, you can start with a new working order. Now, FBA inspection works in a way that once you have information about your shipment, you go to their website and create a new working order. So basically, for every new shipment, you need to create a new working order on their website. Then, once they confirm your work order, which will happen in a day or two, then you will need to wait for your inventory to get from your supplier to FBA inspection warehouses. So basically, you will need to give your supplier address of FBA inspection because you're shipping to their warehouses first. Now, once your inventory arrives to FBA inspection, then they will inspect your products and do anything that you mentioned and selected when filling out the new work order form. Then they will request that you send them the prepaid shipping labels and tell them how many units should go into each Amazon FBA warehouse. So basically, you need to pay for prepaid shipping labels from FBA inspection to Amazon FBA warehouses. And then send the prepaid shipping labels to FBA inspection so they can give your products to shipping carriers so they can then ship your products to Amazon FBA warehouses. So in order to generate shipping labels, you first need to create an inbound shipment on Amazon Seller Central. Now, in order to see how to generate shipping labels, please see the lecture in this section called How to Generate Prepaid Shipping Labels. So once you generate all shipping labels, simply send it to FBA inspection through email. So then, once they finish with inspecting, preparing, and clearing customs of your product, they will send you a bill. Once you pay for their services, they will then send your inventory to Amazon FBA warehouses. Now, I'm not going to go into detail on how to fill out this form because it's self-explanatory. But if you need any help or have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the discussion tab of this lecture. Also, what I suggest is that you carefully read all links that you see in the header of their website, because they have some truly valuable information and steps on how to import products into the United States. So that's it for now. Hope this helps, and let me know if you have any questions about this subject in the discussion tab of this lecture. And also feel free to join my VIP list for more valuable tips at winwinacademy.com.